Welcome back to The Inspired Entrepreneur with Heather Hope. Welcome back. Hey guys, this is Heather Hope. I'm so glad that you're here. Happy Saturday. I said it yesterday that, every day is the same, but there is a different feeling for the weekend. I feel it. It feels good. Okay, so today is, what is today? November 7th. First week done in November. How is it going so far? I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving. Halloween was so uneventful here that I forgot it was Halloween. It was pretty sad. And I've always been a major Halloween person. This year, not at all. Like nothing at all. At all. So, and then I saw this one guy on TikTok who was talking about how some people are into Halloween and some people are into Christmas. But he is a rare person who's into Thanksgiving, and he was talking about why, and I thought it was really cool because he's like, it's about food and it's about people that you care about and all that, and being thankful. And I'm like, that's a pretty cool way to look at it. Like, I'm not really terribly into Christmas. Never really was into Christmas. Like, I celebrated it, traditionally, not traditionally, but well, yeah, traditionally, the the regular, what's it called? Whatever, buying presents for people and that sort of thing. But, I've always been more into Halloween, but I think this year I might get into Thanksgiving for a little bit. Okay, today's quote. I love today's quote, today's message. I love it. This is one of the things I've been asking my clients to answer and to really focus. Like, and this is going to be part of the book of career change, the one we were talking about a few days ago. My next book might be about career change, but it might not be. I was telling my husband about it, and I'm like, I don't think I'm going to write it just yet because my story is not done yet. Like, my story is not done yet with this, so I don't have it. But it might be while I'm writing it. I don't know. I could write the story about the love stuff of all of that. I could do that first. But all the books that I write in the future are all going to be like how to manifest, or my manifestation of the things that have been really cool in my life. So, but career change is going to be a book coming up. Okay, so today's message, and I don't know is a no. When you say I don't know, it's just a no in that moment. Remember, if it's not a hell yes, it's a no. If it's not a hell yes, it's a no. The energy's not there. Try again tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, you can't force something that you're not a hell yes about. If you're just like a no, that's just like, or if you're not a hell yes, you're just like a lukewarm, I don't know. And I don't know is a no because there's no energy there. If you go ahead with declining, how do you feel? When you just say no to something, how do you end up feeling? Do you feel a sense of relief? Like, oh, good, that's done. I made a decision, it's done. I feel good. You know that feeling? Or, and that's what it says, relieved and powerful, or still in distress. If you say no to something, if you decline it, do you feel like you're in distress about it? Because that's telling you something. Your emotions tell you something. Follow how you feel. Your energy is powerful and you carry it into each project. So if you're not a hell yes about something and you're still trying to do it, it's like pushing a wet noodle. You can't do it. If you wanted to do it, you'd do it. Right? The things that I'm doing are a hell yes. The things that I want to do every single day is a hell yes. That's a hell yes. If I'm like trying to make myself do something, trying to get myself motivated, trying to get myself all these things every day to do something, that is a no. That's a no. No, that I'd be better off doing something else. 100%. So this was something that came up, and I asked a bunch of my clients in their business, the ones that are struggling to get it off the ground, struggling to do something in their business, struggling to actually take action. Because if it's a hell yes, you're taking action. You're taking action. it's happening. Like if it's a hell yes, the energy is there and you want to do it. You want to get up in the morning. You want to get out of bed. You want to get off the couch. You are fired up to do it if it's a hell yes. If you don't feel that way, it's a no. It's a no because it's not there. If you're trying to make something to so this is what I've learned is that most of the time there's a couple things. But the reason why you're trying to make yourself do something and you're not getting far with it and you're just trying to motivate yourself and it's not working, probably one of the biggest reasons why you're even doing it is because the potential for the money is big. Tell me that's not true. Because money, so often most of the time we're doing things because of the money, because of the payoff. And if you're pursuing a business or career that has the potential to pay a lot of money, that's a motivator, right? That's a thing. That's the carrot of like, that's what I want. I want a lot of money. But if you're not actually taking the action in that business to allow that business to grow, that means you don't want to do it. You're only doing it because there's a potential payoff. Does that make sense? Did I make that make sense? So that's one reason. The other reason is because you've been in that career field for so long that you feel like if you dumped it, you're dumping the potential. You're dumping all of it's a loss of all those years that now you have to start over. And how are you going to start over? But your business isn't working anyway. So it's like every day you're starting over because you're not doing anything anyway. Does that make sense? It's like being in a bad relationship, but you don't want to leave it because you've been in it for 10 years. And you're like, I'm just going to keep moving forward and I'm going to keep trying this and I'm going to fight for it. I'm going to work really hard to make this relationship work because I've invested too much time and energy into it and money for a lot of us. Too much into it to quit. So I have to keep going because otherwise I have to start over. No, it doesn't work that way. So like I felt that way with my ex-husband. I invested so much time and energy and money into that relationship that I kept wanting to keep pushing forward when I knew we were not on the same level. I knew vibrationally we were not a match. Like I didn't know that at that time, but I knew the whole time. I kept picturing myself that I was a round peg trying to fit into a square hole. I did not feel like we fit, but I kept trying it anyway. It's like I kept trying it anyway and it kept not working, but I kept throwing more money at it. I kept doing all the things, getting married, all those things. I did all the things trying to make it work. It's the same thing with a business that you're not passionate about. It's the same exact thing. It doesn't matter if it's a person or a business. If you keep trying to throw things at it, or you're just trying to think positively about it, that you really, the idea is nice. The idea was beautiful. I loved the idea. I cared about him. You know what I mean? Like I had the idea of like the potential of who he could be, but it wasn't him. It wasn't him. The potential of what the business could be. But if it's not getting you off the couch or getting you into action, passionate action or inspired action, it's probably not it. It's probably not the right fit. It's probably not the soul-aligned business that I talk about. It's probably not it. And you're probably doing it for the wrong reasons. That's why Abraham says, follow the passion and the money will follow. Well, everybody says that, but you know what I mean? Like follow the passion. The passion will get you further than the other things on the list. Like, well, the potential for good money is there. The potential, like it's there, but it's not there for you if it's not a hell yes. If it's like, well, yeah, it would be really cool, or I like it, but I've encountered this with a few people, a few clients in the past of that they don't feel inspired and they're waiting for inspiration. And I'm like, if it was a hell yes, the inspiration would be there 100%. If the inspiration's not there, it's a no. That's really, it is as simple as that. And you're better off cutting your losses than to keep moving forward. Now, and I told my clients that if I had not ended my marriage, finally cut the losses, I was suicidal a week before the marriage dissolved, like completely was done. I called my ex-husband and said, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to live. And you know what he said to me? Me either. We were both miserable. And literally exactly 7 days later, it was on Halloween. I forgot about that. That's funny. Our marriage ended, not divorce, but ended on Halloween 5 years ago. So if I had not ended it, I would not be with the most amazing man I've ever known in my life. Ever known. I would not be with him. I would be over here trying my hardest, if I was even alive still, because I was so miserable. I couldn't try. It was just so hard. It was the hardest thing. One of the hardest things I ever did was be in that relationship. So, but if I had not, because I went on for 6 years and then we kind of was on and off a little bit for another year. You know what I mean? It's like, if I had not cut the losses, went through a little bit of a healing time of loving myself again and being happy. That's how I attracted my husband. But my new husband, my husband now, it's because I finally discovered I had to love myself to attract a man who would love me, truly love me. If I had not done that, I wouldn't be here right now. Would not be here, like right where I am right now. I would not be here right now had I not cut my losses on a relationship that wasn't working. Same thing in business. Sometimes if you're in the wrong business or in the wrong job, if you're truly in the wrong, if you just don't have that passion, don't have the inspiration, don't have any movement going on, you got to cut the losses and attract the stuff that you want. Focus on things that you appreciate. Do that now. Focus on the things that you appreciate all over the place, like whatever it is. You're not looking for another career. You're allowing the career to come to you. You're allowing the business to come to you. The ideas will flood in. The ideas will come to you. The perfect idea will come to you when you least expect it, when you're not looking for it, and you've just been appreciating all the things that you appreciate. It's like when the perfect man walks into your life. It's like, what? So that is what you do. If it's not a hell yes, like, yes, oh my gosh, I really want to do this. I really love this. I love what I do. And if it's not that, it's not right, or it's not right now. Does this resonate with you? Are you going through anything like that in your business? Like, if your business isn't growing, there's reasons why. And it's not your marketing. It's not your sales page. It's none of that. It's how you feel about your business. That's all it is. Because if you don't feel like you love your business or you love the things that you do or any of that, it's just not going to grow. You don't have the energy for it, the actual vibration for it. You don't have that. You don't have that way to attract it. You can't attract it. If you had that, it would come to you. Like the clients would come flooding to you. It's all lined up. So let me know if I'm talking to you. If I'm not, it's good for future reference, right? It's really good for future reference. But don't hold on to something because you think it's going to pay off, or it could pay off if you got on board with it. You know what I mean? Like, don't hold on to it. Let it go, because you'll find a lot more success if you let go of the things that don't work. You'll find, because once you let go of the things that are not working, you can quickly pivot to stuff that is going to work a lot faster. So it's not like starting over. You're starting over, but in a totally different place. You can get much further, much quicker, much further, much quicker if you are going towards the things that are a hell yes. Okay, I am going to go. Have an amazing weekend. Thank you for comments that you leave. I really appreciate you guys. I got to go work on this book, get it published so you can have it on your desk. And then I can do my YouTube videos. I can get on video. I think I still want to do that. I think it's cool. I don't know. Yeah, I think so. It's a totally different feel when you can actually see the person. It's a different feel, isn't it? Let me know how you feel about that, because I get that way. Like, I like listening to people, but when you can see them, I can see getting a different feel when you can see the person. So it would just be me basically doing my podcast, but on video instead of audio. That's basically it. You would just see me talking into my microphone. That's about it. It's a video instead. Anyway, guys, if you're listening to the podcast, join me over on my YouTube channel called The Inspired Entrepreneur. That's where things will probably just move more over to. I don't know, especially as I do video. So have an amazing rest of your weekend, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye, guys.